This here is known as my time. 14 to 15, you're mine. This is my life as I live with my cat and me. What you got to give? So sit and explore my life while I walk through life with strive. But I'm here for all to show, even those left behind can't glow.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back, WisemanTimes. That was a rough day yesterday. It was not exactly how I was expecting yesterday to go, but it did. So now I just gotta deal with it, move on, move forward. I can't believe I'm looking for another fucking job though. My goodness. I realize that's the third job I've gone through since I started these vlogs. And that's only in a 6-month period. You guys can only imagine, like, this is with me having somewhat control over my life. Just imagine what my life was like before. I just wish I had picked up a camera sooner. You guys would have seen all the shit. But, I had a nice lengthy talk with my mother last night, and kind of put things into perspective like she always does. Where? Yes. Sky always knows when I get down, so she becomes really cuddly and lovey-dovey. Yes, you do. Oh, you like that. Yes. So I sat with her last night, and me and her kind of just chilled for a while. Didn't have anything going on. I just kind of left the computer off and kind of just sat and hung out. I was in quite a daze last night though. I can almost describe it like being in shock, really. I kind of just was, I don't know how to describe it. It's like I was off my own little world. Like I would sit down and instead of searching the web or looking at news stories and stuff like that, I kind of would just sit there. As I wouldn't be thinking about anything, I wouldn't be processing anything, I wouldn't be just nothing. I would just kind of just sit there and just so last night was kind of rough. But today, however, it's getting pretty nasty looking out there. I hope I don't lose my power. I hear some thunder going off every once in a while. Sky. Sky, what are you doing? What are you doing? How'd you get in there? How'd you get in there? You silly. What are you... How did you get in there? You were looking for the catnip, weren't you? You little shit. Well, I'll tell you guys one thing for certain. When I got home yesterday, regardless of how I felt and everything, I still felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, like a great stress was released. And I felt dead tired ever since. Like, all I want to do is just lay down and go to sleep. Like I mentioned yesterday, I would catch myself staring at the wall practically for God knows how long, because I would just be off in a daze. I still feel like that. Like I could literally just lay here for at least 12 hours. Maybe it's just my body wanting to catch up on all the sleep that I missed over the last couple months since I started this job. or it was just the stress of the job itself is now gone, and all the tension and all of that is just released, and now my body just feels like it just wants to find a good spot and just curl up in a ball. Tell you one thing though, this fucking foamy is working like a charm. Oh, this futon is so fucking comfortable now. I do have a very lingering headache though. It's not a strong headache, it's not a bad headache, it's very mild in comparison to what I usually get. But it's consistent. It's not going away. It's just sitting there in the background. It was mostly a tension headache. Probably because, in the back of my brain I still am going, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? What the hell? Where did it, what? Huh? What? So that tension's still there, but I'm trying not to think about it. I'm using this weekend to just kind of recollect myself and, regather myself, refocus myself, and get back at it on Monday. That's all I can do, pretty much. Getting angry or getting upset, it's not going to do anything. I would love nothing more than to just start smashing everything in here, but that's not productive and it will get me nowhere. So, as much as I'd like to do it, I can't. But I wouldn't give to just have a punching bag or something. See, that's why I love playing hockey. Hockey was a way for me to relieve this kind of stress, this kind of anger. Now, growing up and playing sports, that's why I was put in sports to begin with, because I was a very angry person. And, when stuff like this happens, those tendencies come out. I'm able to suppress them and just kind of pass them off and everything like that. But you guys all know that you can only do that for so long until you lash out at someone or something, and it's just never good. So it's good to have an outlet, which is why I go on those walks all the time, regardless of the weather. But I don't do rain. I'll go out in snow and a blizzard. I'll go out in a windstorm. I don't care, but I don't do rain. Anyway, that's enough babbling for me. I think you guys know what time it is. It's gonna be loud. Cue it up.
Who the fuck said that?
Senior Hall, first. Oh, apparently Transformer didn't like that. But you are indeed first, my friend. And a lot of you today were pretty pissed off about me losing my job. Some of you actually more pissed off than I was. Like April, oh my god, so sorry. Speechless, that's too bad about your job, Mellow Skies. Yeah, a lot of you were not happy. And 55 Andy B, I know you can make it through this because you weren't as mad as last time. Sky was in the same room as you. That's definitely for sure. I'm definitely not as mad as I was last time. I kind of saw this coming. And we have Jewel Girl 77. Personally, I don't think that using manners such as please and thank you and communicating in a genuinely nice, positive tone is sucking up or kissing ass. It's simply showing respect for people around you. You would be surprised how far a positive attitude will take you in the workplace. I completely agree with that 100%. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a nice, positive attitude. I start off every relationship with everybody with a positive attitude and a nice frame of mind. And if they return that with attitude and disrespect, then that's how I treat them from then on. And wow, I must be a popular guy today. And Mr. Crazyman8484, did they at least call to tell you? It seems pretty fucked up that you had to find out by opening an empty locker. Yeah, apparently he was trying to call me the night before to tell me I had to go into a meeting before I started my shift, but somehow they misplaced my number or something like that, and he was supposed to meet me before I went into to go get changed, and I wasn't supposed to see that they had emptied my locker, so that was kind of fucked up, but whatever. And we got one from my good buddy from Bradass TV. I'm sorry, bro, but I think you have made the right decision. Get out of the kitchen. I know you love cooking, and it sucks to be forced out like this, but I think a change will do you good. Hang in there, bro. Sending you some good vibes from Bradass TV. Yeah, I think it's about time. After about 8 years of dealing with the social structure of working in kitchens, I think my patience is finally done with it, and I think it's time to move on. I never picked cooking as a career choice. It was kind of something I just decided to do. I needed to pick something to do, and cooking was the one thing I was in the most average amount of time in my working career, so I picked that. But it's time to move on from there. And I got one from Jasper T. Hey man, maybe there's maybe there could be opportunities with the Haligonian website who contacted you about videos. Keep in touch with them, you never know what could open up. That's true. I actually sent them an email the other day asking if there was anything I could do with them outside of just having my videos posted. I also offered to make them an introduction video for my vlogs on their website. But that was like 5 days ago and they haven't gotten back to me yet, so I don't really know what's going on with that. So we'll see what goes on there. And for the last part of Who the Fuck Said That today, I decided to address something that I noticed over the last week. If you guys have noticed that my views and my likes and everything have been skyrocketing, well, I wouldn't say skyrocketing because they're still pretty low. But they've been about 301, 302, 303 views. Now, I actually looked at my insight in regards to where these views were coming from. Oh my goodness, I'm having a fucking transformer war in my house. I was actually looking into the insight as to where these views and likes and all these ratings are coming from. And it's from, a lot of the extra ones are coming from this website. Here, I'll see if I can pull it up here. Give me 1 second. Insight. So we go into here, go into discovery, gives you your stats and everything. And then I have one here that says external website, optimizeit.com. And pretty much what this site is you pay to get favorites and likes and subscribers and all this shit. Now I don't know if one of you is doing it. I really don't like it if somebody is, because then that's going to look really bad on me when YouTube looks at my site and all this other shit. They're going to see that they're going to think that I'm doing this shit. But I'm going to let you guys know right now that I have absolutely nothing to do with this. I have no way near enough funds to be wasting on something as stupid as this. So if one of you are doing this, I would appreciate it if you stopped right now, because I don't want to lose my YouTube site over something stupid like that. So to recap, whoever's using this website right here, please stop. I appreciate the thought, but you're going to end up getting me kicked off of YouTube. So yeah, a lot of you were pretty upset over me losing my job, and I'm gonna keep a watch on the views and everything over the next little while, see if that website keeps producing stuff. Then I might have to contact them and see why, what's going on with that. On a side note, that girl that I met at work the other day, she actually found me on Facebook. I guess I made a good impression. She went and was all asking all the people I worked with what my name was, and then she went online and found me on Facebook and all that, so I was talking to her today. So it's looking like that's what that Transformers is going on in the background. We're texting each other as I'm trying to film. As you can see, she has a great timing. But it looks like we're going to go out Tuesday. Hopefully we'll have the day to go out and walk around and get to know each other and all that shit, so that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. I kind of need it. A little break away from the norm. But I'll end it there for today, guys. It's been a pretty slow one. I'm kind of taking the next couple days to relax a little bit. And we'll get back at her on Monday. So, hope you guys had a good day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay strong, stay wise, ladies and gentlemen. Peace. I go to my locker. My locker's empty. I go to security. Security tells me to go back to my locker. And my boss is there waiting for me.